morning, children. Let us move on to the next chapter, that is some applications of trigonometry. Here our topic is application of trigonometry in height and distance. That is to find the height and distances. In solving problems of height and distances, two types of angles are involved. One is angle of elevation and the other is angle of depression. With the help of these angles, we get a right triangle, and in a right triangle, if we know one side and any one of the acute angle, then you can find the remaining angles and sides by using the trigonometric ratios. So before we discuss the angle of elevation, let us see what is the line of sight. Okay, line of sight is the line drawn from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed by the observer. So here you can see in the figure, if a person is standing here at this position A and watching an object at the top of this tower, then the line drawn from the eye of the observer, suppose this is the observer, from the eye of an observer an imaginary line is drawn, that is called line of sight. And here we can say AC is the line of sight and AB is called a horizontal line. That is, here we can see there is some width between the horizontal and the line of sight. That is called the angle of elevation. So here in this figure, you can see this is the horizontal, this is the line of sight AC, and you can see, consider the tower as BC or CD. Then if a person is standing here and watching the top of the tower, AC is the line of sight, AB is the horizontal, and ED is the ground level, you can see. And this is the angle of elevation, that is angle between the line of sight to the horizontal, that you can see here. Angle of elevation. Angle of elevation of the point viewed is the angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when the point being viewed is above the horizontal. If the object is above the horizontal level, you can see that angle between the line of sight to the horizontal is called angle of elevation. So here we have the angle of elevation, this width, that happens when we raise our head to look at the object which is above. That is, when we lift or when we raise our head, there forms an angle with the horizontal to the line of sight, that is called angle of elevation. Okay, this, now here you can see angle of depression. What is angle of depression? The angle of depression of a point on the object being viewed as the angle formed by the line of sight when the line of sight with the horizontal when the point is below the horizontal level. That is the case when we lower our head to look at the point being viewed. That is, suppose a person, see in the figure you can see a person is standing on the building, top of the building. So here the horizontal line we can see, then this is called the line of sight, that is the line drawn from eye to the object which is on the ground. So here an angle is formed when she lower her head to look at the object down. So this is known as the angle of depression. So angle of depression comes when we look an object which is on the ground from the top of some building, tower, or tower or a building. That is what here we have seen. This is the horizontal line. This is called the line of sight to the object. And here we have the angle of depression. That's what it is written here. It happens when we lower our head to look at the point being viewed. Here we have question number 1. A tower stands vertically on the ground. From a point on the ground which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degree. Find the height of the tower. Here a tower stands vertically on the ground. So vertically means here forms a right angle. Let AB represents the tower. And from a point on the ground, let the point be C. From a point C, that is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower. Foot of the tower is here B. So from B, 15 meter away, here is the point of observation C. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degrees. So here at the point C, a person is observing the top of the tower at an angle of 60 degrees. So here is the line of sight and this is the horizontal line. So the angle between the line of sight to the horizontal, that is called angle of elevation. So this is the angle 60 degree here. So this is the way you draw the figure. Always it will be a right triangle. Now after drawing the figure, you are asked to represent or we have to explain the figure, what it is represented, or each line, what does it represent. So let us write here, let AB be the tower, AB be the tower, and CB is the distance, CB is the distance of point C from B. That is, you can directly write BC equal to 15 meter. And one more thing is there, angle, what does it represents? ACB, angle ACB equal to 60 degree it is given. Now in this right triangle, one side and one of the angle is known. So with respect to this 60 or with respect to this angle, what is this side AB? That is the opposite side. Let AB is equal to h meter and BC here it is given 15. So opposite side by adjacent side, that is called tan theta. So we can say in triangle ABC, tan 60 equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. Tan 60 we know it is root 3. Root 3 equal to AB you can replace by H or simply you can write AB also. AB divided by 15. Now on cross multiplication we get AB equal to 15 into root 3. If you apply the value of root 3 here, we can multiply 15 into 1.73. Root of 3 is 1.732. So for convenience, we read for 2 place. So 1.73. That answer is 25.95. Okay. So we say that the height of the tower AB, height of the tower is 15 root 3 or it is 25.95 meter. You can say 15 root 3 meter. Here we have the second question. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter rope. So rope, it will be in this position, that is climbing through the rope. That is, here AC represents the rope, and which is tightly stretched from the point A on the vertical. This is the vertical tower, top of the vertical pole. AB be the pole, and from the point A, the rope is stretched to the point C, where the rope and the ground make an angle of 30 degree. So here, this is the angle of elevation 30 degree. That is, the rope and the ground makes an angle that is 30 degree. So here, let us explain the figure. Let AB be the pole. AB be the pole and AC be the rope. AC be the rope, and it is given that AC equal to 20 meter and angle ACB equal to 30 degree. Here BC is the ground. Now with respect to 30, what is the relation connecting the opposite side to the hypotenuse? Because here we have to find the height of the pole. Height of the pole, that is AB. AB is opposite to this 30 degree. So we can say it is sine 30. So sine 30 equal to opposite side AB divided by AC. Sine 30 we know it is 1 by 2. AB divided by AC is 20. So if you cross multiply, you get 2 into AB equal to 20 gives AB equal to 20 by 2, that is equal to 10. That means height of the pole here is height of the pole equal to, that is, here we can say height of the pole. Height of the pole equal to 10 meter. Here we have the third question. A tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. Find the height of the tree. So here tree breaks due to storm. When the tree breaks, the broken part bends to form a right triangle. So let us see how the figure is. Let AC be the tree. At the point B, it breaks now. So a tree is broken at the point B, and this part, that is BC, bends so that the top C is the top of the tree. It touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree. That is, this BC comes to touch the point D. That is, this angle is formed as 30 degree with the ground. Now BC and you can see BC is the broken part and BC and BD are same. BC, that is when the tree breaks, BC come and touch with the D. That is C coincide with the D. Now you can see BC and BD are equal, and this tree, the top of the tree touches D. that is 8 meter away from the foot of the tree. That is here AD. AD equal to 8 meter. You can give the figure explanation. Let AC be the tree. When the storm comes, the tree breaks from point B. The broken part BC coincide with BD. Broken part is BC. You can see BC is same as BD because the broken part come and touch at D. That angle is given as 30. BDA. Angle BDA equal to 30 degree. And it is given AD equal to 8 meter. Now we have to find the height of the tree AC. That is, height of the tree means AB plus BC. We have to find AB first, then find BC. That is, with respect to 30, AB is the opposite side and this is AD is the adjacent side. So we can take opposite side by adjacent side. That is tan. If you take tan 30, you will get AB. Then with respect to this is the hypotenuse. Adjacent side divided by hypotenuse is called cos theta or cos 30 we can take. So if you take both the ratio, you will get AB and BD. So BD is same as BC. So that you can add and find the height of the tree. So let us see. Now consider the triangle. In triangle BAD, it's tree vertical, so it is 90 degree. First we consider tan 30. Tan 30 is AB divided by AD. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. AB divided by 8. Now we can do cross multiplication. Root 3 into AB equal to 8 or AB equal to 8 divided by root 3. Let it be there, equation number 1. Now consider same triangle we can take. We'll see what is cos 30. Now again, cos 30 equal to AD divided by BD. Cos 30 we know it is root 3 by 2. AD is 8 divided by BD. Root 3 BD equal to 8 into 2. BD equal to 16 divided by 3. Equation number 2. Now can see what is the height of the tree. Height of the tree is AC. Now we can say AC equal to AB plus BC. AB plus BC. AB we got it as 8 by root 3. And BC is same as BD. Can say one more step, that is AB plus BD. So it is 16 divided by root 3. Denominators are same. You can add the numerator 24 by root 3. Can rationalize the denominator, that is 24 by root 3 into root 3. Numerator and denominator multiply with root 3, we get 24 root 3 by 3, that is equal to 8 root 3, or it is 8 into 1.73. See here, height of the tree is equal to 8 root 3 meter, or if you multiply with 1.73, can see that answer is 13.84 meter. Now the fourth question. A contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in a park. For the children below 5 years, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter and is inclined an angle of 30 degree to the ground. Whereas for elder children, she wants to have a steep slide at a height of 3 meter and inclined at an angle of 60 degree to the ground. What should be the length of the slide in each case? Now let us consider the triangles here. That is, there are two slides in the park. One is for younger children, that is below 5 years, and the other is for the elder children. The contractor plans to have two slides, that is for the younger students ABC. Consider the triangle ABC where AC is the slider and top of the slide is C. Top of the slide is at a height of 1.5 meter from the ground. And for the elder one, this is the figure B, that is PR is the slide and the top of the slide is 3 meter above the ground. So here QR is given as 3 meter. So in both the cases, what is the length of the slide? That is, in this figure, we have to find AC. In this figure, we have to find a PR. So here, one more condition is that it is in the first figure, that is for the younger children, she prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter and is inclined an angle of 30 degree to the ground. That is, here it makes an angle 30 degree to the ground. That is, the slide make 30 degree angle to the ground. Whereas the other one, that is for elder one, the slide at a height of 3 meter inclined an angle of 60 degree. That is the top of the tower or top of the slide. Here R, which is 3 meter above, and the slide make an angle of 60 degree to the ground. Now we can do it that is two triangles we can consider separately. So first consider the triangle ABC, that is in figure A, AC represents AC be the slider and it is given BC equal to 1.5 meter, angle CAB equal to 30 degree. So with respect to 30 degree, this is the opposite side and slide is the hypotenuse. So opposite side by hypotenuse, that is called as sine 30. So we consider sine 30 equal to opposite side divided by AC 1 by 2 equal to BC is 1.5 divided by AC. On cross multiplication you get AC equal to 2 into 1.5, that is 3 meter. So the length of the slide for the younger children, it is 3 meter. Now consider the next, that is figure B, we can say. Consider figure B. For figure B, the figure B is for elder ones. So let PR represents, PR be the slide and QR equal to 3 meter and angle RPQ equal to 60 degree. Now we consider the triangle PQR. In triangle PQR we have, with respect to 60, again we have to find out the hypotenuse. So opposite side by hypotenuse again, sine 60. Sine 60 equal to QR divided by PR. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 equal to QR is given as 3 divided by PR.
So on cross multiplication, we get root 3 into PR equal to 3 into 2, 6 gives PR equal to 6 divided by root 3. Can rationalize the denominator. 6 divided by 3. 6 divided by root 3. That is, to rationalize, multiply the numerator and denominator with the root 3. So we get root 6 root 3 by 3. That is equal to 2 root 3 meter. So the length of the slide for elder children equal to 2 root 3 meter, or you can multiply with the 1.73 also. Okay.